Streaking fast over the landscape of northern Ukraine or western Russia, a Ukrainian warplane delivered a literal hammer blow on a Russian outpost in Russia's Bryansk Oblast and showed a way forward for Ukraine as US President Donald Trump aligns the United States with Russian interests. According to Forbes, it is noted that a Ukrainian Air Force jet, either an ex-Soviet MiG or Sukhoi or a recently donated ex-French Dassault Mirage 2000, landed what was reportedly at least one 550-pound Hammer precision glide bomb on a facility belonging to the Russian Federal Security Service, the successor of the old KGB. As a result of the precision strike, on or before Friday, critical enemy military infrastructure was destroyed, including communication systems, signal amplifiers, satellite communication equipment, and other technical assets used for coordinating combat operations, the Ukrainian General Staff reported. This significantly degraded the enemy's ability to command and control forces in the region. Forbes says the daylight raid was clearly part of a wider campaign targeting Russian commanders in Bryansk, a staging area for the Russian and Allied forces battling a strong Ukrainian force in neighboring Kursk Oblast. The Ukrainians have recently expanded their 250-square-mile salient in Kursk, putting pressure on the Russian northern grouping of forces to step up their counterattacks. But counterattacks require command and logistics. Both are under strain as Ukraine targets them with manned and unmanned warplanes. The last bombardment was a step in weakening enemy forces and reducing their military potential, the General Staff explained. In another striking display of Ukrainian air power, on or just before Thursday, a robotic aeropract A-22 bomber, presumably flown by the Ukrainian Unmanned Systems Forces, flew low over Bryansk under the cover of darkness and dropped a 550-pound bomb on a Russian installation. A hapless Russian infantryman shot back at the drone, apparently without hitting it. Critically, both recent Ukrainian raids in Bryansk involved European and Ukrainian technology and not American technology. In a catastrophic press conference, Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance berated visiting Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenski for not being sufficiently grateful for American aid, even though Zelenski has frequently thanked the United States and has even directly singled out Trump for flattery. Ukrainian troops were aghast. "I didn't expect that a number one country will become a freak show," breathed Kriegsforscher, a Ukrainian Marine Corps drone operator who has been fighting in Kursk. But America doesn't have to be involved for Ukraine to continue defending itself. Most of NATO is behind Ukraine. Most of the European Union is too. European weapons and ammunition will continue flowing into Kiev's arsenals.
Tens of thousands of people on Saturday joined protesting students in Serbia at a rally proclaiming they will no longer accept injustice and corruption. According to Associated Press, the Balkan country has been ruled firmly by a populist government for over a decade, but has been facing unrest since the deadly collapse of a train station canopy in November. Critics blamed the incident, which killed 15 people in Novi Sad, on government corruption. University student-led national protests have been the biggest gatherings in years, drawing tens of thousands of people and rattling President Alexander Vucic's firm grip on power. People from all over the country have flocked to NIS, some 200 kilometers south of Belgrade, for the Saturday rally. "We are here in the fight for freedom and for the justice in this country," said Iva Popic, a student attendee. The festival-style gathering is expected to last for 18 hours and symbolically pass a student edict. The organizers say it is a wake-up call to move from apathy to action, from silence to a noisy struggle for a better future. Serbia is on the formal path toward European Union membership, but Vučić and his right-wing Serbian Progressive Party have been accused of stifling democratic freedoms and fueling rampant corruption since coming to power a decade ago. Vučić has described the protests as a Western-orchestrated attempt to oust him from power. The protest rally in NIS on Saturday marked 4 months since a concrete canopy at the central train station in the northern city of Novi Sad crashed down on November 1 without warning, on people below. The station building had been renovated twice in recent years as part of wider infrastructure work with Chinese state companies. Many in Serbia believe the work on the building was sloppy and disregarded construction safety rules because of widespread corruption.
Znate, nije ovo trka na 100 metara, ovo je maraton. I ovo će potrajati, ali nema odustajanja i nema nazad.
Prevelika količina emocija na jednom mestu i generalno preponosna sam što sam danas ovdje i što su svi u mom gradu, u Nišu. Mislim da je došlo vreme za neke promene, jer način na koji se do sada funkcionisalo definitivno više nije moguć.
Ovdje smo da podržimo sve ljude, uključujući i studente, i ovdje smo u borbi za slobodu i za pravdu ove države.